Farlig, he actually drops the M4 to Modern there. A little bit of a raid boss on a CT 4 spot. You don't see that too often.
No,
it's really cool because I was wondering if he was going to get it for himself, but like he doesn't have a helmet, and that's like a problem. But Madden does. This guy impressed the hell out of us last series that he played against NIP. Madden was very sneaky, very smart, very clutch in the chaotic moments, and there's that pick. So they got what they were looking for, and now they can play passive. This is shaping up very well quickly for Godsent.
Yeah, and it's almost like Godsent are using that M4 like kind of like a hero op, just going for that opening pick of Banana with such conviction there. And they actually rotated off of Madden because he's tagged low. Will now be in Crystal's hands, and it looks like he'll continue to get this M4 involved because OG, they're making a case for themselves at bracket right now, but it looks like their real intent is towards that B bomb site, as the bomb is there. But as I say that, they do backtrack and head towards A with it.
Yeah, that lack of CT presence in the middle. Maybe OG sees something that they like. They're going to walk up, but Zen just popped from somewhere. I think it's from MBK.
Oh, but the information is so good for Godsent now. They made the aggressive play towards Banana. Already on the flank is Madden here. And now all of Godsent can make their way onto this A side, or at least on the flank. And this is a death trap for OG. It's a meat grinder. Will they be able to come out on top? 2-for-2 trade. There's Mountain on the flank, but he's not able to find the kill. And that just leaves Styko in the 1v1 now. Is he able to find the...
Another force buy.
They just want to control that economy.
They want to double up.
That is really interesting. You don't often see this.
It's like they're taking a loan out of the bank and then going gambling with it.
The question is, when you do stuff like this, do you try to hide it? Because it's reasonable to expect that it's reasonable that OG may not expect it, actually.
I think you have to hide it. You have.
Oh, the retake utility for top banana. Oh, thank you, thank you, Godsent. Not enough. I haven't seen this. We've had loads of infernos and no one's doing it.
Delay retake banana-ish.
Yeah.
Slow down OG for just a little bit. They do have 4 people in the banana, waiting for the command of their fearless IGL.
Smoke's being traded there, and actually it's looking pretty good for Godsent in terms of their positioning and the utility that they have left. A couple of smokes still with 45 seconds. They could refresh a couple of key choke points and make this very difficult for OG. We'll see, though, if that's the case. Alexi B, first to find contact, will be taken down by Modern. So 5v4 advantage here, and Godsent, they throw that smoke. It's such a great timing. Wow. OG are stuck behind this, and pushing on the flank is Zen already. This is looking so good for Godsent. OG, they're all trapped in this position. Zen on the flank, take down NBK. But Montu's able to find one through the smoke, but OG, they only have 15 seconds left to work with. How are they going to make this work?
Zen's playing this so well.
Yeah, this is it.
And then pushing Arch side really makes it look like a B split. And so I think that gave a lot of time, especially with actually Madden defending and killing Alexi B. That gave a huge tell.
Nice smoke to bait out a couple nades.
So the other thing about the retake utility of Banana, so we've seen it once from Godsent, that means we're going to see it probably a lot more, is it's extremely utility efficient, and you as a CTs get to decide when you get to do that, and it's actually extremely effective. They actually didn't go aggressive with it previously and truly take top Banana, but when they have rounds with full weapons and more utility, I expect that they would. And if they have a good read of OG's default timings, it's extremely powerful to take Banana away at the wrong moment for the T side. So that's something we should look out for in the future rounds.
Another thing they achieved off of that was that they then threw that little half-wall nade right over and did about 50 damage to both, I think, Issa and Valde in that moment.
Yeah.
So it forced them into the exact position they figured they'd be in, and it worked out perfectly. Styko, playing off that smoke perfectly, is able to take down NBK. 5v4 now, and that's a well-timed flash as well. Godsent utility is looking excellent this game thus far. Just such great timings with these nades. Really stopping OG in their tracks here. This is such good prep work coming out from Godsent. They've looked hungry thus far, and they're cleaning up this round so cleanly. Will they even lose a player is the real question here. Montu surround
in sort of more chaotic, less standard spots. They have very good reads, and they play the decisions out very, very well. Beyond their experience, it feels like almost.
Yeah, I think for sure. Especially when you see some of these names, as you said, they're not really, maybe not too known compared to in Far League. He's the one's been impressing me the most with AWPs. In the partners, he does get off Valde, but oh my goodness, he got 2 out of that.
It's just like that you have to work so hard for the kills. It's just that slight psychological edge.
Yeah. Makes you feel good. It kind of helps you warm up a little bit in terms of just having that confidence.
Yeah.
Maybe if you have 10 kills, you pick this angle a little quicker. If you have if you're 0 and 10, you're probably super hesitant, worried about not being 0 and 11. So all that mental stuff kind of kicks in.
And the one thing that's interesting here as well is that we just saw now a very different opening from Godsent on Banana. They go for the deep smoke. OG don't challenge it, so this does give the opportunity for Godsent to have played forward towards A, but they didn't decide to do that this time. Now, LXGB will quickly peek and try to make some space, create some ground for his teams. What's this long side? She managed to steal his...
before he started to run up. So I would rather have him more... Like, if he gets spotted that soon, I think he should have just hesitated a bit and maybe just waited instead of trying to force the scale. Because if he stayed alive, I think the round's more winnable for OG. Now they don't have to go to Arch anymore. They can focus more on the pit or A bomb site. So little things like that.
What kind of look will Godsent give us at Banana this time? Looks like it'll be the retake nades. Slow OG down a little bit. All 4 of their players are at this Banana position, and they'll only be working with a couple of flashbangs. So these have to be perfect for Montu to try to enable his teammates here. It's just Crystal and Modern on the bomb site. They do have a little bit of counter utility here that they can slow OG down with, but it looks like it'll be just the fight. Excellent first flash to start things off. The Modern, unblind, slightly unblind, won't be able to find anything. Just Crystal finds a kill on that B side, and now OG are able to pick up a smoke. And, oh, that deep smoke can offer so much, but Zen finds an angle on it. Oh, and a kill through the smoke as well. This is an excellent recovery from Godsent here. And it just leaves Montu. 1v3 situation. And he's smoked off of the angle as well. Okay, a little bit of a gap, but doesn't look like Godsent are going to press the issue. In fact, they don't actually know where he is at this point in the round. So you can see Zen is actually holding the flank. Timing here, but
commenting on all of the things that they're doing well, because one, I think that it's unexpected that a team of the lineup that they have, that they would be able to perform strategically and tactically as well as individually at the level that they actually are. And they're doing a lot of stuff that other teams aren't but should be doing. So that's interesting to note those things, because it shows that Godsent are truly studying the game and studying themselves very much.
Yeah, they're really on top of the meta. Nice play between Styko and Farlig. 2-0 to start things off for Godsent. They just keep giving OG different looks.
Every single round, yeah, completely different.
It's so refreshing. So many plays to take away from this game to integrate into really any team's playbook.
And the problem as well is that the most important principle when you're playing at the professional level is it's not just about playing good fundamentals. Of course you need those, but you need to also find ways to make your opponent uncomfortable. So you shake them off of their fundamentals and you create hard decisions for them. That's what it's all about. And so far, you can see that maneuvers like this, the apartment's pressure or the various looks towards Banana, it creates an uncomfortable spot for OG because they can't run their defaults correctly because there's always different things to deal with they can't account for. And
it gets very difficult to hold B if you don't have flashes for the guy on the bomb site, because if he just peeks by himself, he's usually facing multiple opponents at once. I think JKS is a really good example of how to watch a big hold by yourself.
Oh, Valdez in trouble. 5 HP. Can he make it out of there? Yes, he can. Don't see any HEs to follow him just yet, but one thing I was going to say stylistically as well, though, G, is that they know how to run the default game on Inferno, but typically they like to create discomfort for the CT sides of their opponents by playing more of a gambly type of style, which is really messes with your expectation for timings. But let's hold that forward because here goes Styko. Speaking of which, just a mid-round pushback from that's really impressive.
And Parleague was pushed up in the apartments, so they knew a while back that OG was hitting this A bomb site, and they still managed to somehow win this round.
Opening pick going the way of OG, a second one in fact. Looks like that aggression from Godsent is continuing into this round, but it's not working in their favor. Godsent going for a gamble stack, 15 seconds into the round. This does not feel good if you're a CT side. Just all your eggs in one basket. And they'll actually change up their own look here. Instead of playing for the 3-man stack, Modern does rotate back over to B, hoping to have a heroic hold. Maybe just drop a smoke and rotate on back. No, okay, he'll actually go for the retake procedures. This is... Oh, this could cause so many problems for OG if he's able to find anything here. But boost up, does get spotted, and Modern forces them off the angle. Oh
wow,
man, he's
this
just
is
taking...
so sick.
Yeah, he's just taking complete control by himself. It'll force the remaining OG players into the waiting arms of those 2 Godsent members on A.
Oh, he's selling it so hard right now. He's selling it so hard. That's amazing. We have to talk more about that in a moment. They're going to be fed into the A site. Right now, Godsent are playing OG like a fiddle, and OG are responding so beautifully to every manipulation from Godsent as Styko pushes the smoke, and this is just insult added to injury. And there's only Valde left. It's a close one in terms of the personnel, but you just have to be so impressed with how Godsent have played this. But it's not over just yet. Valde looking for the clutch. You'd not want anybody else in this position, but the timing simply is not favorable. It's Madden to get the kill, and this guy is really truly something else. What a round. Okay, let's just go into it. Let's just get it.
Keeps pushing to find that kill at Banana 2. OG just feel like they're shut out of Banana at that point.
They're convinced there has to be a reason for him to actually be doing that, which would suggest that they're stronger on that site.
Yes.
And so there's more to break down with that, but oh man, how can you not be excited for some of the stuff that Godsent are doing? They're truly innovating with stuff like that, and it's great to see. What a look.
Oh, what a read coming out from them here. They have 3 players on this B site, and OG are looking to approach.
Oh, they're looking for the push here. They're close for this one. They've got to play this dangerous dance here with the AWP and the rifle. They're subtly moving backwards. Oh, nice repeat from Farleg, really causing problems. Madden's still on the site as well, so they cannot break this position. He's reset up himself towards that pull position, playing anti-flash every so often, and Madden is going to be able to make so many different kinds of decisions here. He'll opt for the more defensive one, which certainly makes sense. They've got the 4 versus 2 advantage. Right now, it's really about OG forcing their way into an overcommitted spot, and that's where then Godsent can finish the round. Godsent themselves do not have to play and play aggressively in any manner.
OG, though, they're trying to find some opening here. If there's anything to take, there's 2 in each bomb site, so it does give OG a chance to get some picks. And Issa does take out Zen at the archway. Styko's all alone in this A bomb site. He needs to get both the kills. He does get the bomb off Issa. So now know it's the A plant, as Mantu is planting the bomb.
Oh. That falls on the half wall, which prevents vision, and then the Molotov goes forwards. And if you want to be aggressive as a T, you have to swing into a very open position by the sandbags where you'll likely get shot down. So usually what happens is the Ts will play behind the smoke, and so that means that you can then push. And so obviously that's what Madden did. And so if you can find the T's in that timing, that utility set is extremely efficient in pushing the CTs behind, the T's behind the half wall, which sets them up, just as Alex said, for follow-up HEs if you have those lineups as well. So just that one set of utility manipulates positioning very reliably, which is why it's so strong, because it's also so cheap to do it. And you can, one player can do it all by himself from one spot, and I've seen players do it from different spots too. So it's just, it baffles me when teams don't use that, and it's not used enough. I mean, Astralis popularized it ages ago. Just, you know, copy it. Copy Astralis, man.
Copy Astralis. So easy to do these days. Not really. But Godsent, they did have 4 people towards A bomb site for a little moment. But Farley's going to rotate back through CT spawn, trying to support B as best he can. And that little smoke actually pulls an extra person from Godsent over to B. And this is a time window that will work for OG if they hit right now.
Oh, but this smoke from Styko stopping the apartment push, and Zen is still here on porch. He's by himself, but somehow he's able to get one and fall off, and he's using his counter utility so well to buy time. And the rotation has come back now towards A. OG will be running into 3 players. First is Styko. He's going to find one, looking for more, able to drop off. Farley's able to pick up that player, and this is looking so good for...
It's able to buy up too. You've seen how dreaded these second rounds can become when you start getting picked off with their superior weapons.
Yeah, this is a scary round for OG, and you just figure Godsent have some deliberate way to use these rifles. They've shown so many game plans throughout this entire tournament that you would really expect them to have something set to get these AKs and Galils involved.
Yeah.
And they have 4 smokes to work with. They can take some good map control away from these CTs. They already have decent space at Banana. They haven't quite cleared out the sandbags angle. And, oh, that's a nice little nade to chunk Farley down. He is one of those rifle players. So that is a really good look for OG here. And yeah, Godsent looks like they have position now. They have this Banana space. And Styko, on the other side of the map, somehow able to pick off that balcony player. That's a huge frag to get, because it makes a 2-2 situation for the CTs.
Smoke. That will be gone at 24 seconds. If they were to wait the smoke out, that is. See, Alexi's playing close to it in case they jump through. And more smokes going down. Oh! That's a pretty good frag to get, and they're going to go with it. Oh no! Zed was waiting around the corner as Alexi's trying to punish the rotation, and they'll go back to B after that frag. Unreal stuff there. That's so unbelievable. OG in such a poor position now because of all of that, and Mantu in a 1 versus 4, he's able to find the first kill. So one player that's particularly low, that's going to be Madden. We'll see if Mantu can extract additional value from this round. But he may want to excise himself from this site as the bomb is going to go off soon. He's challenging though. Finds a headshot, but he'll... I think that's what we can deduce from some of the stat lines there.
Yeah, if you add up the scoreline of all those bottom 3 players, I'm pretty sure Montu's just right there. Let's see, 8 plus 6 plus... Yeah, he's way above it, actually. He is well above it. You have to add 8 more kills. Oh, Farley, nice opening onto Valde there, but Alexi B does commit to the fight, takes him down in the trade. This really weakens that defense.
Yeah, that's the trade you love to get at the beginning of the round for the T side.
Also, as Farley, he's pretty much dead in that spot. The nades were coming, they're about to peak. And the point that he's able to get a kill before dying is huge. Like, if you ever find yourself in those spots where you're probably dead 100% of the time, it's true. Just try to get a kill, no matter what.
Yeah. Die for the cause.
And the question is how OG actually capitalized, or rather, sorry, Godsent capitalized from this. So they may not expect a forward setup here. It's unusual to see this from the CT side. So this is really smart by OG to do this. Oof. Scary times. Alexi B not going to peek that one. Zen is creating some space here for the team now. Ooh. It would be interesting for them to walk all the way to the back of B. Oh, Alexi B finds the bomb. That's a problem here for Godsent. They are against the clock here. I don't know if they even have time to plant at this point.
There's a few plays to get these pistols involved that are actually quite effective. So we'll see what Godsent choose here. Looks like it'll be a pretty standard setup for OG, all things considered. They're not really even fighting for banana this time around, which is an interesting look from them. They're playing a lot more passively, holding onto that utility, letting Godsent burn their own nades. Whoa, nice nade. Well timed. Tag Crystal down low, and all right, looks like Godsent are just gonna go for the full on B exec off the bat. Maybe a re-exec at best.
There we go, all the flashbangs making their way in, and they're going to circumvent Alexi's position. They're going to try to double up behind him. Oh, this is absolutely brilliant. Even if he was to hit one of those shots, he's going to get traded. This has worked out so well for Godsent. What a push. It's actually very cool to see the two-man pistol maneuver through the TT smoke into construction. And they're going to force the safe for OG. This is not retakeable at this point.
Strap by Godsent. It's been a hot minute since it's in a B split like that, where, as you said, the pistolers just rushed towards the back halls and really put Alex B in an awkward spot with AWP. He had pretty much had to swing from fights on both angles, and so he chose the back hall one, and he couldn't connect on the shots either.
Yeah, we haven't really seen that in the European circuit for a while, but Spirit has been conquering CIT. They've been loving that one. You have to respect their banana